Extension to file. There are three situations in which you can request an extension to file or it can be granted. The first one is that you can get an automatic extension to file your tax return. This extension applies for 6 months. You can file your tax return anytime during those 6 months. And there are two ways in which you can request this extension to file. The first one is by filing Form 4868. That is the application for the extension to file. You can file it electronically or in paper. But you need to make sure that you file it before the end of tax season. The second way in which you can request this automatic extension is by making a payment. Could it be a partial or a total payment of your estimated taxes for the year, indicating that you are making this payment as an extension to file. In this case, you would not need to do a separate form. You could make that payment indicating that it is for the extension to file through direct pay, through the EFTPS, Electronic Federal Tax Payment System, or using a credit or a debit card. We will talk about ways of payment in another video. The second situation where you can get an extension to file is when you are a U.S. citizen or resident that is living outside the United States. In this case, you get an automatic extension of 2 months to file your tax return, and you do not need to file any form. The third situation is if you are in the military serving in a combat zone. In this case, you get an automatic extension for at least 180 days. Once more, I want to emphasize that your duty to file is different than your duty to pay. If you do not file on time, regardless of if you can make or not the payment of your taxes at the time, you will have to pay a fine. So make sure that even if you cannot pay, you file on time or request the extension to file. And one more thing, you can e-file your tax return anytime during the period of the extension to file your tax return.